Hi, everyone. I have with me one of my beautiful clients. Her name is Andrea Sexton. She's been working with me for the past 3 months. And for some reason, I'm not able to start my video today. Hasn't happened in, I can't remember when, but I'm going to go without it. You don't need to see me. You only need to see Andrea. So Andrea, this is just your opportunity to share with others what working with me for 3 months has done for you and how it may also benefit others. So the floor is yours.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Meena. I appreciate the opportunity. So first of all, working with you is really fun. You have a great sense of humor combined with very deep wisdom. And I really like the fact that your sense of humor is very earthy. It's all about the earthly things that snag us. And that was just a joy to be around. I like people like that. So top of my list for people that you want to have fun with and learn from. That is Meena Puri. And I early on, I realized one of the earliest things that you said to me, Meena, and that has helped me, I've shared it with others, is women struggle with issues with adult children because we love our children so very much, and we tend to never be able to really feel at ease. And one of the things that you shared with me, it was actually two things that I think they showed up in two different sessions, but they actually worked really well together for me. And the first thing you shared was that you have adult children, they're going to have adult problems. And that was like the whole the whole world opened up with light. And I was like, of course, I act like my children are so young still, that they need me, and they're not going to develop their own issues and challenges, which they can solve because they're now adults. That took about, 2 tons of weight off my shoulders. And when I share it with other people now, because it's such simple but deep and meaningful wisdom, when I share it with other women now, I see the same reaction in them that I had in myself. It's like, oh wow, wait, yeah, that's really true. So that was just absolutely, really, literally life-changing for me. I can't tell, I really wish I could explain how much weight came off of me and how much better I feel day to day in that confidence. My children are adults,
Yeah.
going to have
Yeah, I
adult
think
problems.
that one of the things that I shared was that I remember this because you shared with me how much weight came off. It's like pull your energy, your worry energy out of
Yes,
their energy field.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was,
And
yeah.
doing that, when we get that negative, I don't know if it's negative energy, but it's definitely worry energy.
Yeah.
Um, when we get worry energy and fear energy out of our own field, as you say, Meena, um, it's remarkable the ripple effect that it has. And it takes time because my kids are used to me being a certain way. So I see that there's a little bit of a lag effect, at least in my situation. There's a little bit of a lag period there where they're still kind of, they haven't figured out yet, quite
Mhm.
yet, how different I feel, because I don't see them all the time, for one thing.
They don't have words for it.
And they don't have words. They might, yes, that's exactly it. They don't have the words, but they will get them in time. But that clearing of the energy field, and we can't clear what we don't recognize, of course.
Yeah.
The clearing of that energy field is, it's that, pebble in a pond thing. It ripples out. And the perfect companion to that was something else that you shared with me, which was our need to update our beliefs. That really got my attention, is what I mean, really grabbed my
Mhm.
attention. I remember the day that you said that, and I just stopped still and went, wow, wow. Like people just stay the same, carrying the same beliefs, even though the situation that created those beliefs isn't relevant anymore, most likely doesn't even exist for most of us. The beliefs we develop, we get them pretty early on, and then we carry them around, but yet all those situations are gone. So that combination of updating your beliefs as it relates to your children, but also just for the freedom of, I want to look forward, and working with you has given me, I would describe it as more of an open path, Like the
Yeah.
path is always open, but you got to see it.
You didn't see it exactly.
Yeah, you got to see it. And it takes a mentor and a guide, a loving mentor and guide, and one that has wisdom to open that path. And so that, again, very invaluable experience to know. And I experienced this, by the way, I experienced this a lot. I see that once you recognize something, it comes up other places. And that whole issue of let go of the past, stop beating yourself up, you're not that person anymore. That's what moves all of us, really all of us. I believe it is universal. It moves all of us to our better selves, the person that we want to be. And you provided that, not even in I don't even, I think it just happened, like the energy between us, the energy that you bring to the table, so to speak. It was like a natural evolution. And I'm very grateful for that. A bigger, broader, definitely brighter path ahead. I'm really am, very excited and grateful for that. And then the meditations that you shared, and I do a lot of meditating. Meditating is not a new experience for me. I do a lot of deep meditation, but what I found when I did yours was that my brain began to develop a skill set that was very useful. It wasn't just about relaxation, although that's always part of meditation, and is certainly a big part of yours, breathing, relaxing, shifting the brain waves. But because you have, I think it's inherent in the way that you teach, actually, the things that you shared in meditation, I could come out of the meditation and go, okay, I can use that. I don't just feel good. I don't just feel more relaxed. I can put this little thing in my pocket,
Practical. It's practical.
And be practical.
Yeah.
Practicality. Yes. Yes. Practicality. And to sum it all up, I love this phrase. I have a little, because I kept a journal of these items. And you've heard me use this phrase before. I named them very early on as I was listing them. I was like, oh, these are pearls of wisdom. Oh my goodness, these are Meena's pearls. And every time I had a little revelation, and there are probably more, but every time I would draw this little circle like a pearl rather, and I would make a little necklace. So in my journal, I have a little necklace, and it has a little title on it in my handwriting that says Meena's pearls, which kind of gives me a segue into probably my last thought on this for now anyway. And that is that, and I've had this thought for a long time, I see it in people, and it's kind of related to not updating your beliefs. When you update your beliefs, you update also the way that you recognize and receive wisdom. Because so many of our beliefs are really tied to old wisdom. I'm not even going to call it wisdom. It might have been wisdom in the moment, but it might not have been when we developed those beliefs. It was just something that happened, and it's no longer useful. And I've seen people, even when I talk to them, I could speak very basic wisdom about something, some basic health issue, right? Something really basic. It could be eat more vegetables. Let's use that. And people immediately shut it down because, well, I'm a meat eater. Yeah, but you can still eat more vegetables. So, that's a very simplistic illustration of also that experience of working with you, is that wisdom is always flowing. And we need all the things, or I did anyway, I needed all the things that I just named I've been open to different kinds of wisdom for a while, but now it's like, again, it's like a mental skill. I now have this mental skill where it's like, okay, I'm going to listen more carefully to what so-and-so is saying, because no matter how I feel initially, there's probably wisdom in there. And if there isn't, I can walk away from it. But without the ability, using the meditation analogy that you used in one of your meditations, without the ability to look at that directly, then look into it, and then look beyond it, I can't really gain wisdom. So that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. I kind of
Yeah,
did
it
a very
is.
big package there.
Mhm.
And I think what's amazing is that we did all that in a period of time. Like that's what can happen for all of us. That's what can happen for all of us. And I would encourage everybody to just be open to all those things. Open your mind, open your heart, open those little glitches and locks that are in your brain that say, I can't listen to this person or that person. Well, yeah, we can, because at the end of the day, we're all really trying to raise our vibration and be the best that
Yeah,
we can be.
Andrea, this is so, I'm so grateful. I mean, people who are watching, can you believe these are my clients? I get the privilege to work with these beautiful beings, and I receive as much as I give, because it's always a two-way. I receive from you, from what I receive from you is what I put out for you to advance, for you to move along where you are. And the inner work, it's just inner work, but uh, the results are life altering. It's just real practical information sometimes that we're not accustomed to thinking the way. The truth is 90% of how we live is robotic because of our subconscious container. So the work is to have less and less impact of the subconscious. And so imagine where we are, even with just 10% consciousness. Imagine who we can become. We can become the possible human being that we are designed to become if we become more and more conscious. And that changes everything, and changes your eating, changes your lifestyle, changes the company you keep, changes how you live, how you think, and it changes your whole health.
Mm.
So it's a worthwhile endeavor to take upon. So Andrea, thank you so much.
Oh, my
And
pleasure, Meena.
thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording.